Well, good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Carmelo Lattuca in the 1011 Now streaming studio. We're going to take a look at some rounds of showers and storms that are possible and are expected to continue in some locations throughout the rest of this evening and into the overnight hours. And then much cooler out there on Monday. We saw temperatures in the 80s today. That will not be the case as we head into tomorrow. We'll only climb into the 50s. So give me just 1 second. We're going to start off with... Normally, we'd start off with our Lincoln Lincoln Weather Almanac, but that is not going to be the case tonight. Actually, want to start off with satellite and radar because we do have one severe thunderstorm warning right now. I'm going to move satellite and radar momentarily, and we are going to start off with that. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning that's going to continue. It would appears to be at least for the next few minutes or so. Let's let that load for just a moment. But severe thunderstorm warning just to the southeast of Lancaster County. That is going to continue for the next few minutes or so. That was issued just a little while ago. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and damaging winds, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and some large hail possible with this storm. So going to zoom in just a little bit here. Get an idea of what's going on with this storm. Get the latest information for you. Okay, here we go. Severe thunderstorm warning that's going to continue until 8:15 p.m. So next 4 minutes or so. This could be for parts of Johnson and Odo County. Once again, 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-size hail. This is being indicated by radar. It is possible this storm would be allowed to continue. No indication yet from the National Weather Service if we're going to see an extension of this severe thunderstorm warning, but it was near the Adams area just a little while ago. No threat to the capital city, though we do have some more showers and thunderstorms moving off to our south and west, and those could be impacting Lincoln in the next few hours or so. But isolated severe thunderstorms remain possible as we head into this evening. But let's take a look at our Lincoln Weather Almanac now. We are seeing temperatures right now dropping quickly, but we did get up to 83 today. The average high is 72. Morning temperature is 66 degrees. That is 20 degrees above normal. We should be starting off into the mid-40s. Shockingly, we have seen no precipitation at the airport. There are some parts of town that got over 1 inch of rain today, so we're running about half an inch below normal for the month and nearly 3.5 inches below normal for the year. Here's a look at the Lincoln rainfall. Wide disparity between northwest and southeast Lincoln. Some locations nearing really close to 1 inch of rain, only about 1/3 of an inch here at 1011 Studios, about 9/10 of an inch in South Lincoln. Trying to see the highest totals we can see here. Yes, 9/10 of an inch, so nearly 1 inch of rain in southwest Lincoln, but everywhere you're seeing that yellow and that really dark green, those were those higher amounts. But no surprise that we haven't seen any at the airport. Very little green in northwest parts of town. We haven't seen any rain over the last 24 hours in a lot of locations, but a little bit more precipitation into northern and far western Nebraska. About 2/10 of an inch in Hebron, 1/4 of an inch or so in Ogallala, about 2/10 of an inch in Imperial, 1/3 of an inch out in Thedford, and about 1/1500 out in Valentine. But most of the rain falling north of Beatrice and south of Lincoln as we head into this afternoon and earlier this evening. But our low temperatures this morning, 40 degrees in Alliance, that was the cool spot, 66 degrees in Lincoln, that was one of the warmer spots, 67 in Tacoma, that was the hot spot this morning. High temperature-wise, 86 in Falls City, that was the hot spot. Coolest locations down to 53 degrees out in Shadron. So quite the disparity today. We expect a little bit more uniform temperatures out there tomorrow. Pretty quiet on our sky views at this time. North Flat, Grand Island, Lincoln, and Omaha. We actually just saw a little bit of lightning flashing off into the distance on our Lincoln Skyview cam, but it is 70 at the airport, 67 degrees at the studio. Feels like 70 degrees. Dew points are beginning to fall, and our winds are finally shifting out of the north. That means that cold front is moving through the area, and it will only drop our temperatures down further, not only tonight, but into the day tomorrow. More on that in just a moment. But our temperatures right now ranging anywhere from the mid-60s to the low 70s. Fairly similar in southeastern Nebraska. It's still 77 in Falls City, so that front has not made its way through the entire state yet. But look at Valentine, 51 degrees, and it's already 47 in Shadron, 48 in Alliance, similar temperature out in Scottsbluff. You compare this to 24 hours ago, and we're running about 10 to 20 to 25, 33 degrees cooler in Valentine compared to 8:14 p.m. Saturday evening, about 9 degrees cooler compared to this time yesterday in Lincoln. Dew points behind that front, much drier. We're talking about dew points in the 40s to close to 50 degrees. Still a dew point of 65 in Nebraska City. That's the most humid spot right now across the state, but those will continue to fall as we head into this evening as well. The only place with the winds out of the south, Falls City, that's why it's still warm there, but we're talking about winds out of the north at about 10, 15, 20 miles per hour across much of the state. Winds gusting highest right now in Grand Island and in Hastings up to 31 miles per hour. So we take a look at satellite and radar one more time. That severe thunderstorm warning, it does look like that was allowed to expire, so that is some very good news there. But we're still seeing some showers and thunderstorms moving from southwest to northeast, or east-northeast, excuse me. So it's gradually moving off to the east. They're kind of going over the same locations or so. That's what we're worried about, maybe some heavier rainfall in some spots. But as we take a look at the nationwide picture, severe thunderstorm warning right now in north central Kansas. So isolated severe thunderstorms are still possible for the rest of this evening, but the risk should be beginning to die down fairly soon, especially as we head into the late evening hours. But unsettled across the Gulf Coast, but that shower and thunderstorm line, that is what we are watching out for across the region. Weather alert-wise, not much going on across our area, but we are starting to see some freeze watches, freeze warnings, winter weather advisories off to our north and west. So nothing like that in the state of Nebraska. It's probably only a matter of time. Maybe not in the next few days, but certainly in the next few weeks. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some frost advisories. Now, we could still see some isolated severe thunderstorms, very narrow area today. No severe weather expected on Monday as of right now, and we're not even expecting thunderstorms as we head into Tuesday. Taking a look at Skycast across the region, notice that line continues to slowly move off to the east, but it's just rounds of on and off showers and storms through the overnight hours and into the first half of Monday. The second half of Monday will likely see some lower rain chances, but still some spotty activity late Monday evening and perhaps into early Tuesday morning. Plenty of sunshine during the day on Tuesday. We take a little bit of a closer look now at southeastern Nebraska, and we're starting to see that rain continue into the midnight hour. Rounds on and off, could be quiet for a few hours at a time, but then could be raining, maybe even heavy at times for a little bit, but that continues once again into Monday afternoon before finally really quieting down late Monday evening and into Tuesday morning. And again, a lot of sunshine expected Tuesday, both in the morning and into the afternoon hours, with clear skies for the most part Tuesday evening. How much rain could we see over the next 48 hours? This has dropped a little bit. It's also shifted down to the southeast just a little bit more, but we're still talking about 1/4 to 2.5 inches in southeastern Nebraska, but some locations across town nearing 1 inch today, so that might have been the bulk of the rain expected over the next 48 hours, but certainly could still see some more, much lesser, or not much lesser, much lower amounts in northern and into western Nebraska. So we do have a flash flood threat out there in southeastern Nebraska for the most part. Marginal risk that we could see flash flooding. Haven't seen any indication of that so far. Overnight tonight, we'll see our temperatures drop into the upper 30s to the west, low to mid 50s to the southeast, and look at those high temperatures tomorrow. 55 degrees in Lincoln, as warm as 62 in Falls City. That might be one of the only spots that gets its way into the 60s, generally in the 50s tomorrow. Tuesday morning, that's when it's going to be chilly across much of the state. 38 Broken Bow, 39 in North Platte, 39 in Wayne, 47 here in Lincoln. But we do warm up back into the mid to upper 60s on Tuesday. And then Wednesday morning, low 40s across the state, maybe some mid 40s out there. Wouldn't be surprised if Lincoln dropped down to the upper 30s. Haven't done so far this fall season, but 40 degrees in Lincoln possible Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, upper 60s to low 70s, so close to but still below average. Thursday morning, we warm up a little bit more, upper 40s to low 50s, and then Thursday afternoon into the mid 70s, perhaps in the upper 70s come Friday. For your 7-day forecast, Saturday high temperatures then, feeling more like summer, back into the low to mid 80s. Now for your 7-day forecast, 55 Monday, 75 Thursday, 84 degrees possibly by Sunday. The wettest day is definitely on Monday, and then another best chance of rain Thursday into the day on Friday. For your 10-day forecast, we're talking about coolest temperatures across the state. No doubt about it, that will be tomorrow. Warmest temperatures across the state will likely be Saturday, Sunday, more likely Saturday, and then we'll start to cool down once again heading into the following week. Dew points, not seeing anything too crazy out there. Could get back into the 50s and 60s on Saturday, so maybe a little bit more humid, maybe increasing our chances for rain. Not seeing too much of that right now, but then for the most part, generally dry out there. Rainfall chances statewide, highest out there on Monday, 60 to 70 to 80% across some of our central and eastern Nebraska locations, but down to about 20% Thursday, not so much on Friday, then more rain chances arriving October 13th, that's a Monday, 20 to 40%. 8 to 14 day outlook, this is October 13th through the 19th, showing above average rainfall possible across the state. especially in northern and far western Nebraska. Temperature-wise, it is still continuing to trend above normal in our outlook. So October 13th to the 19th, as our average high falls into the upper 60s to low 70s, still wouldn't rule out some more upper 70s to perhaps low to mid 80s, once again, middle, and as we head into the end of October. But once again, rounds of showers and storms are possible not only tonight, but into the overnight hours, into the day tomorrow. Drastically cooler out there tomorrow. Bring out the sweaters. It is sweater weather, no doubt about it. Our temperatures only going from about 53 degrees to perhaps up to 55 degrees come morning and into Monday afternoon. Make sure to stay tuned at 10:11 News at 10. I'll have the latest forecast details just in case we have any other severe thunderstorm warnings. I'll make sure to bring you the latest information on that and those cooler temperatures once again tomorrow. For now, have a great evening, everyone.